Okay.
Yeah, all you have to do is say, I'm sorry, can you speak up? Spencer's choice! You've tried the best! Now try the rest!
Oh, damn it.
Good.
You can tell that he's just dying inside.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just like,
fuck.
yeah.
Dick anus.
This is
People are
going
already
down,
not really wanting to talk to me because they heard that I caused the Edgewater fiasco.
Yeah.
It's not so much a fiasco as there is nobody living there.
Right.
That's
I
gonna be
made
hot.
the population 0.
There you go. Use tools.
Now, yes,
I was about to use my hand to light this fucking candle. I'm an idiot.
Use tools.
In the process,
Tools. Do I deserve an ice cube?
A sugar cube.
My sister fucking bugs me about that now. She's like,
I
you want
did
an
not
ice
like
cube?
the man in the bowler
sugar
hat.
cube.
Pats me on the...
His smug aura mocked me.
I don't even care.
Right.
Oh man.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Also, I found a light machine gun, and I just felt like trying it.
Yeah, he's having a lot of fun with the light machine gun.
Yeah.
So, in the same clip, I dumped like 20 rounds into Reed, and then I took out the 5 or 6 guards that came
Barely
dashing around the corner
Right.
before I had to reload.
Yeah. It was funny as shit. By that time, everyone else just went, bye. Like,
All right. Welcome to the 2 Pints Radio Show with your host, that Nick guy. And today I'm doing a podcast with some of the best people ever who also like to molest me sometimes. Let's go around the table. State your name and what you're drinking.
the silent lump on the log over there is Aaron, and he's got what I assume to be Colostomy Mag spillback.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Groovy.
I'm drinking Bud Light.
You can almost taste the old people in depression.
Oh, my God.
Almost.
Just almost.
You still do that? What are you drinking, sir? And what's your name?
I am Nick's longtime friend who dumped a cup of mock semen on him, John. And I'm going to put a plug here because eat it. Tabletop Chronicles is my YouTube channel. So
Go for it.
if you're interested in some tabletop games, check us out.
I'm Terry, and I'm drinking coffee.
Well, let's start everybody off. Usually a new guest on my show has to go over a sex story, either really weird or really, like, out there, you know?
Oh boy, do I have
So
one.
we're going to go around
I
the
also
table.
have one.
We're-
What? Yes. Believe it or not, I actually have gotten a piece in my time.
Why are you looking at me like I doubted you ever?
Okay, sir. All right.
Let me laugh this out real quick.
Okay.
I don't know because you were right across from me. I'm sorry. It was easier than for me to go.
It's probably that resting question everything face you have.
Yeah, probably.
It was literally a matter of me being too lazy to turn.
Okay, sir. Weirdest time. Or hell. I don't know. Most exciting time.
I'm gonna go with the weirdest time because I don't think there's ever been a most exciting time outside of the first time where I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Not that anybody ever knows what the fuck they're doing. At least that's what I lied to myself
Okay.
about.
Go for weird.
I got done mowing and I had this one girl over, and she had made me an egg sandwich for breakfast, which was nice. So naturally, in lieu of a shower, I started fucking her, and I remembered I have a delicious egg sandwich in front of me. So I got some breakfast in and another quick workout, if you will.
And that was weirdest?
I'm very vanilla.
He
okay.
is mixed food with sex, which is a hard line to come back from.
Yeah. I may or may not have used her back as a plate.
If you've ever seen that Seinfeld episode where George gets obsessed with eating during sex.
I've told so many stories on this show, so hopefully this isn't one I've repeated before. Long story short,
If
after getting...
if it's the thing with the hamster, we've heard it already.
Oh, God. Getting home from a strip club where I made money, I was getting laid in the back seat of a car, and my friend's just watching my ass go up and down. And I see him make the weirdest fucking face, and I laugh, and then just resume my business. It was kind of funny.
Now, was this?
It was the driver's sister in the back too.
Was this the last time that you were ever allowed to that gay bar?
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
Sure, I never said that.
I mean, that's a genuine question. Was it a gay bar?
No,
Okay.
god damn it.
No. The question was that the last time he was allowed at that gay bar?
This is an even more genuine question.
Did they allow you to go
I
back?
would like to ask a question before we continue. You said you made money at the strip club?
Yes.
Okay, how?
Story time. Okay.
Chicken suit and a lawnmower. That's always been my theory on how he seduced my sister.
Somehow. Somehow. Okay. So, here's how I made money at a strip club. After the sex stories, please. Keep you guessing. Like, how the fuck did you make money? Alright, here you go.
Oh, shit.
Weirdest.
The weirdest one that ever happened to me happened at the drive-in. Basically, what happened there was about 18, 19-ish. Pretty drunk. And we went there with some friends. We borrowed their car, so to speak. And I realized, like, we were in a heavily parked area. Like, everyone was around. Like, there wasn't really much elbow room outside the cars. And granted, no one really cared we were drinking. But anyways, she's in the car, I'm in the back seat, the windows are cracked, and she's yelling "Mom" at the top of her lungs, like with every thrust. So I tried to out-weird the weirdness by screaming "Dad." And yeah, that was just really fucking odd. And well, the windows fogged up naturally. This went on for a good half hour or so before I decided I need another shot. So I got out of the car and I realized there was no cars around us anymore. And I took my other shot and I went back into the car and, like, we started again. But before we started, I was like, "Man, you're fucking weird screaming Mom." And she's like, "I did no such thing." So I'm like, "Yeah, you did. You screamed Mom during sex," because I was screaming Dad. And she's like, "Well, why the fuck you screaming Dad?" I'm like, "Well, why the fuck you screaming Mom?" Yeah, so we went back and forth on that for a minute. And then just somehow it didn't kill the mood and we went again.
Oh my god.
And, oh, dude, it gets better. Like, I had one of those old Samsung flip phones.
Better.
What?
I had one of those Samsung flip phones, you know, like the old school ones. And I laid it on the, like the, fuck, I don't even know what that thing's
Dash
called.
console.
Yeah, like the dash in the back seat, like where the back window is. I laid it right there, and I hit the record. And I recorded her screaming Mom while I'm just kind of like going, "Yep, yep, yep, oh Mom, yep, I hear you." And, well, after this was all over, I played it back for her because she still didn't believe she screamed Mom. Well, it turns out, when she gets that excited, it's kind of like a fainting goat. She blacks out, and she just starts screaming for her mom
Oh.
because she wants help. Not that she's getting off on thinking about her mom, but she wants help, which she didn't warn me about any of this. So when I played this back to her, she was pretty pissed off that I recorded her.
Now, because my previous question was going to be, did her mom have a bigger penis than yours or what? Like, why was she screaming that?
I don't know.
But you have explained it to me.
Yeah, it was just such a fucked up situation, too, because she was all cool with everything happening until the fact I shown her that I recorded her to prove to her she screams Mom during sex. And after that, about 2 shots later in an argument, I was single.
Would it have been better or worse if she got like that, like deep, like Stewie drop and started going, "Mommy, mommy, mommy"?
I mean, that's kind of handleable. I probably would have laughed and got that weird, like, you know, jiggle going. But yeah, but that's my weird sex story.
Well, shit, I feel like I failed everybody.
Terry, you can either choose to or not. You don't have to.
I mean, I've been like just debating on which one to tell this whole time. I'll tell a tame one.
This
So-
show is not tame at all. at all. We've talked about so many fucking
Did you
things
get
on the
with the girl
show.
at Scream Mom too?
Yeah, matter of fact.
It's probably the same one.
Did you go from Pizza King to anal? Or puke in a saxophone after, like, okay. Yeah, nothing's on, like, no limit. Come on. Bring it on.
Well, it was between fucking at a cemetery or fucking some guy in the ass.
Whoa, wait. Those are dramatically different things.
I know.
Somebody got pegged.
One's in the cemetery.
Alright, park over
One
there by the
involves a strap on
graveyard.
in the asshole.
We're gonna pick you up and fuck you. Oh, God.
I won't disclose any names or anything, but
Oh, you don't have to.
he told me that he liked being fucked in the ass, like while we were like messing around, and I was like, oh, okay. And he had a strap on, like ready to go for me.
Just out of nowhere,
Wow.
just like, here you go.
He had one like in his closet, and I was like, you want me to put this
Did you
on?
clean this?
Okay, so
Call this Rover? Wait.
not only was this man prepared,
He was a Boy Scout.
yeah, but
He was prepared.
he was ready for the answer, like, good or ill. Will you fuck me in the ass? I imagine that he said it with that conviction. I want you.
Or was
Hey,
he like chewing on your ear and was like, fuck me in the ass?
I went to high school with a guy, and the only reason I know this
Did you fuck him in the ass?
is because. Sorry, go ahead.
I did.
Did
I put it
he,
on, and I fucked him in.
Did he make that? Did he reach that point?
Did he come?
Yeah.
I believe so. And I have to give you men props. Like
He
my
puddled his stomach.
my thigh area was burning a little bit after that workout.
Oh yeah.
Did you grab him by the back of the hair?
He didn't have like long hair, so I couldn't do that. or
Did
I
you
probably
smack his
would've.
head for the sound?
Just the top of his foot.
Yeah, just like. Cause
On
there's
the
some-
top of the head.
And that's a follow-up question. Like, if you're someone who's bald, like male or female, is it okay to just start smacking their head?
I mean, he wasn't bald. He just didn't have long hair. I couldn't
Why
like
not?
grab it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I understand. That was just like a general follow-up question.
Oh.
Like,
The
if you were with someone
interest-
who
I
was
would
bald,
think-
male or female,
When I think of follow-up questions, I'm like, did you give him a reach around?
second follow-up question:
Reach around.
did you give him a reach around?
Fuck yeah, I did.
See, like this is helping me like narrow down my list of things I can ask you to do for me eventually.
Somebody is a pleaser.
Aaron, you're like, fuck me in the ass to give me a reach around.
But she said no.
Came right out of the gate asking for a Rusty Venture. He's bold. Bold man.
At least I'm not asking anybody for the Cedar Park concession stand.
That's right.
What?
Cedar Point Concession Stand.
What's that?
We don't speak of that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It is very terrible.
All I can tell you.
Well, this is a hell of an intro.
It's kind of up there with Belton's banana.
No. Okay. It's much worse than the Balinese banana, but way better than the formal letter.
Real
Yeah.
quick, I'm gonna timestamp these so I can actually label it in the description and shit.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna call this section the strap on.
That
Well, without
said,
spoilers, or let's see, what time am I at here?
Good job.
14
Good
minutes.
job.
Thank
You
you.
lived in a guy's shoes for a minute.
Yeah.
Did some thrusting. You should have went the whole night and been like, gotta put a condom on 1 minute and like struggle. Really make him just to give you that look like.
after that, you make them lay there while you go get the rag.
So if I was
Then you
ever
toss some money at them and say, here's some cab fare, I'm going to
if
sleep.
I was ever in your shoes and I was a chick and someone's like, hey, strap on me, I would literally be like the whole time, every thrust going, this better be dishwasher safe. It
Mom,
better be
Dad,
washed
warn me about
alone.
this.
Why is this
No
conversation
dishes.
still going?
I don't know, but
Oh my god.
to finish my previous point, because you reminded me of it, thank you, by the way. This one gentleman I went to school with, and I would learn this because I heard his like very soon after Axe mentioned it, that apparently this man could not get off unless like he was sitting on her big toe, like have it like up his ass while he was masturbating. That was like they never fucked. That's all he wanted to do.
If I am ever that bored with sex, someone please shoot me. Just saying. That is terrible.
Please, no.
Yeah,
All right.
Everybody's got their own kinks.
I'm not big in defeat, but goddamn.
I do believe we've talked about that story alone for a good 5 or 7 minutes.
We have.
That
was
was
an amazing story. It was better than the mom girl.
It was better than
All right.
I had a sandwich on the back of a chick I was plowing really hard.
Going back to the strip club thing.
Oh yeah.
Here's how the fuck I made money. So, first time I was ever in a strip club, it was like a really weird day. I went to like go see my grandparents and all that, and it was like a big moment in my life, you know. And later that night, my buddy was like, "Hey, let's go to a strip club. You've never been to one." And I'm like, "I don't really want to go." And I get in the car anyway for some reason, and he has his girlfriend's sister in the back just holding me down by her feet and shit. And I'm like, "All right." And then we're just starting to drink Crown Apple like crazy. And we get there, and I'm like, "Whoa, this is fucking weird." You know, totally different atmosphere than what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Everyone enjoys being there, obviously. You know, I thought it was like kind of like an unhappy thing, but I start getting this lap dance, and I start telling jokes, because I'm like, what do I do? You know, like, do I do what that guy's doing and sniff that hooker's ass? Like, I don't even know. But
No, if we take
I didn't mean to use the word
out
hooker.
your debit card and ask if it's swipe or chip.
So I start getting a lap dance, and I'm like, "Do you come here often?" She starts laughing, and she brings her friend over, and they both start dancing on me with their tits in my face, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And they hand me money. I'm like, "What?"
Oh, yeah.
They hand me money, and I'm like,
Yeah, I bet.
well, okay, sure. Later that night, I was offered like a threesome with one of them, and I'm like, I'm a little drunk. I don't know. You know, ultimately that didn't pan out, but the backseat thing did. And the next day I bought gummy worms with stripper money and fed it to my friends. And I'm not a bullshit kind of guy. I tell it how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were really bad gummy worms because I got the cheap kind. It was like $5. I didn't make a lot. It was ones. I felt important, you know.
But if you're getting stripper money, like, it's an unwritten law, you can only buy the cheapest things.
What the fuck? It was really crisp, too. It was like it just got printed out in an 18.
Well, yeah, 'cause it didn't have that shame
It
sweat.
probably had cocaine on it somewhere. I don't know. It's a good place. Probably never go back to one, but, you know. Meh.
Every time
Might get
someone
paid again, I
invites
don't know.
me to a tit club, usually it's you know this guy. It's a friend of yours' ex. He constantly tries to invite me to a tit club, and I'm just like, dude, if I wanted that, I'd turn on YouPorn. If I wanted to tease myself, there's YouPorn. It's free.
Yeah.
I mean, I got offered to get fucked in the back, you know, like...
Fucked in the
this
back.
happen?
You got a
In the
hole
back
your-
of the club itself, not in my
okay.
bum.
No, I mean
Like
like
some
you got a
people.
hole in your back or something like.
Get a little strap on in the fucking booty hole, bro.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're back on that.
Gonna lube up.
Oh, my God.
You have to.
Just give it that real angry spit.
I want to be here. Poop.
Do you want to tell another story, sir? I feel like you have more than one
Matlock
story.
right now.
Oh God! More than like what kind of story do you want? Like
Weird. Go for weird.
weird? Oh
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah. There was this one time where Adam was obsessed with pornos,
What?
and
I thought he still was.
he you know, Lily won't let him have them, but
You know, we just all got together and watched some sometime. Made a video about it.
I'm still firmly
we
in the
never
belief
did that.
we should make it just a thing
But-
where we get some fried chicken and just watch really bad porn.
there was a
That
really
sounds like fun.
there was a really crazy point in Adam's life where he used to go to Cirilla's
Sometimes I have good
once a
ideas.
month, and he would pick up the like 3 for $10 DVDs that are like 8 to 14 hours long. You know those.
Why would he do that when he could just get it online?
He didn't. He's so old fashioned. But anyways, he would always watch these from front to back. Like, he would literally watch the entire, like, if it was a 14-hour DVD, he would watch it in chunks. And then he would find something hilarious. And he would have to bring it over and show me. And there for the longest time, like, every time he came to my door, I was a little bit afraid. Because the last video that man showed me was...
I hate to tell you this, but you're banging.
This guy and girl was, like, banging in a construction site. And then the guy, like, literally shoves the chick up against the wall. Mm-hmm. And he climbs halfway up a ladder, bends over, and starts smacking at his ass, yelling, "Lick it, bitch." So the girl goes up, and you can see the cameraman, like, it's like they filmed it on a fucking cell phone. Because you can see the cameraman's arm going, hey, get over there, come on. Like, pushing on her, going, go up, lick his asshole, go, come on. And, yeah, like, you can hear the cameraman. And eventually this girl works up the nerve. And the camera guy, like, zooms in on her tongue, and it's about, I know you can't see it, but it's about an inch or so away from touching this man's asshole. In an epic zoom in, when he rips the biggest fart he possibly could in that moment. So she, like, vomits down the ladder in the back of his leg, punches him, knocking him and the ladder over, and then she, like, starts finding her clothes and leaves. And they filmed the whole fucking thing of her living while the guys were, like, cracking up. And I just looked over at him, I'm like, you gotta stop. Like, this shit's too fucking weird.
Well, okay.
Sometimes you just gotta like do that, you know? I guess.
I've never felt the need.
I mean, neither have I, but
I mean,
clearly someone out there is just like, hey, man.
I don't know about the whole world of, you know, tongue in the bung, so to speak. I mean, I've been drunk enough to tongue a bung before, but
I would not.
Not quite what I heard, but I'll go ahead and let you have your narrative.
I'm not gonna tongue a bung or tongue punch a fart box or whatever it's called.
The correct term is.
I don't think I'll have my asshole ever licked. Just doesn't sound appealing.
I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know, but I'm not.
You don't know till you did it. You know, like it's like trying cheese.
It doesn't. It doesn't sound appealing.
Yeah,
I love to try cheese.
Penny.
Yeah, that cheese.
Me what it's like. How is anything like trying cheese?
That Munster
Unless
cheese.
it's Asiago or something, I don't know.
That Munster cheese may smell like a fucking rotted foot in the basement.
You're fucking nasty.
This
But
isn't.
it tastes damn good.
I don't.
You never know till you try it. You know, I'm not saying ass tastes good. I'm just saying Munster cheese tastes amazing. It smells like shit. There's where my comparison derives.
No. As far as me getting my asshole licked, I don't know about that. I don't think I would feel comfortable enjoying it.
I mean, I've had a chick, like, try to stick her finger up my ass during a blowjob before with no warning, and I, like, knocked her ass out. Like, I don't know how it happened. Like, I just remember, like, I was enjoying a blowjob 1 second, the next second, I'm wondering why she's on the floor cold. Yeah, and it was funny as shit, too, because I picked her up and put her on my couch, and I sat there watching movies, and she thought she just fell asleep because she drank through, like, way too much, and I just kind of played it off.
Oh.
And I was like, cool, I don't have to explain this. And she went to my bedroom, and I was like, cool, I'll follow you. And we went in there, and she was like, hey, I don't think we finished what I started earlier, let's finish that. And I was like, yeah, cool, go for it, you know. And she was down on me again, and the next thing you know, without warning, like, if you're gonna do something like that, just give a warning, ladies, seriously. Like, you never know, I might be like, sure, try it. I might, like, get out of there, you know. So I don't know. I've never, you know, like, what the fuck? Don't just like, the way she did it too was so nonchalant, and I should have picked up on the cues, but I'm oblivious and retarded because she, like, did that weird thing, you know, and popped to make the pop noise, and then she stuck, like, half her hand in her mouth, and I'm like, that's oddly not seductive, but okay. And
then, I guess you're doing that.
Yeah, and she, like, got her fingers, like, soaked with her spit and just did a full, like, fucking wind back, too. Like, she was about to do a softball pitch. And all I feel...
Are you catching, sir?
Oh, yeah, like, all I felt was a fingernail, like, hit my inner thigh and just grind right in. And that's when I just went, pop!
Okay.
But...
There's nothing about that.
No, like, she tried again later on in the night, and I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So I'm enjoying it again. And then out of nowhere, I see that cue she did, and I'm like, no, stop, no. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she went back to it. And then randomly, she just kind of like slipped it up from where she was crouched, and I hit her again. I don't hit women, but god damn it. Yeah,
Not a beer shirt.
No, I'm cool. But I was like, god damn it. So I accidentally knocked this woman out twice in one night.
Oh my god.
And the next morning it was so funny because she woke up and she's like, I got one hell of a headache. And I rolled over and I saw like a lump on her forehead where it was knee-jerk reaction.
Oh my god.
And I had to kind of like tell her, like, you might not want to look in the mirror. Like, I'm just warning you, like, you've got a lump on your head. And she went around to my bathroom and checked it out. She freaked out for a little while, and I was like, look, I'm going to come clean. You tried to stick your finger in my ass. I didn't like it. I knocked your ass out. It was kind of a knee-jerk reaction. My bad. Don't do it again, please. Are we still cool? You know, I have not spoke to her since.
Safe to say she understood.
Ooh, I have one, because I'll never talk to this person again because we haven't talked in about 8 years at all. No word.
Okay, so that eliminates my sister.
What the fuck? I have like one
sister.
weird one with that one, but I won't even tell you.
Like, that's just kind of how
Did
that
she
goes.
bite you?
No! We were trying to see how many rounds of zombies we can last.
Yeah, she told me that one. I don't know why she told me that one. I was just sitting there trying to commentate her playing Oblivion like a sports commentator, and she just belts that out.
So here's the story of Tamara from 2011. I was working at McDonald's, and she was working at McDonald's too, and we just started hanging out or whatever.
Quick fun fact before you get any deeper. It is perfectly legal to have sex on the food prep tables at McDonald's because they're heated. It sanitizes the table. So if you want to make a porno based in McDonald's,
What would they call it?
Ronald McFundle.
one of my Ronald McFondle, one of my managers said he wanted to make one called McVentures, so that name's taken. And so is Downs to Fuck.
Oh, god damn
But
it.
anyways, digress.
Alright.
That is a story that I need to tell after this one, of course.
Okay. So,
Sorry, everybody.
she was very religious, and I was not. And I was trying to, like, come out of my shell a little bit. And for some reason, I compared God to Santa Claus. And it, like, tore her up a little bit. And then we started fucking.
What?
Yeah, right?
Nothing gets Christians in the mood more than comparing Santa Claus
I
to
tore this poor
God.
girl down of her religion. She started hanging out with me a lot more and not going to church and all that shit. And it started to take a toll on her, you know. And we started watching movies together and all that. Like, we kind of did it in reverse, you know. Didn't go on any dates, but then afterward we started doing things together. And there was a movie called Sybil about this lady with like 27 personalities.
Yeah.
And about halfway through the movie, I think Sybil gets like tied up with this rope, and she starts like doing this, you know, like kind of curling up. I'm like, what's wrong? And she starts like talking to herself and shit, and then starts to go really, really fucking crazy, like absolutely crazy about it. And I'm trying to help her through it, and then she just switches off like a dime and started going at it again. And then doesn't talk to me for 3 days and says, hey, I can't talk to you. I need my religion back. Pretty much. But it was just so weird, like, how it was switched off really
went on the
quickly.
she
and
went
then
on the ring
switched
on you.
back on, you know? Like, she started screaming at somebody that wasn't there and then said I looked like a demon. I felt very uncomfortable.
That's when I would have been like, I am. Bow to me.
Hell no.
Shed blood in the innocent.
No. Like,
To Chicago.
She would have freaked out.
I would have played with that in so many different dimensions.
I'm a little scared because around that time she also said she might have been pregnant, and I'm like, impossible. But
What's up, man?
how fucking weird would it be to find out like that she was, and because of her religion she kept it from me, you know? That'd be so weird. Like really, really weird.
If that's how she was acting, I think you dodged a Rosemary's Baby type situation.
What? What? Rosemary's Baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like the devil.
Oh,
The devil.
the devil.
Yeah, it's like a devil child, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, hey, it's cool.
Well, there's my weird story.
We have a Satan baby.
Halfway through it, I know she like screamed out about some rope and then resumed.
She
Here's
wanted
what-
you to tie her up. You weren't giving in to her Christian S&M bondage fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
You have to whip her and yell, God damn it, praise the Lord.
Oh my god.
You will now praise Christ.
Well then, what's the weirdest place you've ever done it? Place, like you never thought of ever doing it in this place, but where was it? You know?
Well, earlier I mentioned the cemetery.
Yeah.
At,
You did mention
on
that.
top of a headstone, nonetheless.
Oh, I bet that guy's happy in his grave.
Was the name ironic?
It was dark. I couldn't
He's
see.
Damn.
probably in his casket with an armhole going, hey, Jim, look what's happening up there. Look what's happening up there. Yeah, you wish that was happening on your headstone, don't you, buddy? Yeah.
I seen an accident in 1803.
And then the only, I mean, there's like only a few places I've done it that weren't necessarily weird. Did it in Kroger parking lot, and there was like some lady that was parked beside us. That was interesting.
Like the whole time, did she look?
Well, she we were doing stuff, and like she just kind of like pulled up beside us,
Just
and she
doing
didn't
stuff.
get out or anything. Like I don't know what she was doing. And there was like a whole parking lot.
She was probably
could-
fucking watching.
I'm just going to be
You should
blunt
look over
with
there.
you. If it was ever me, parked next to you, and I realized you were fucking in your car, like I would literally just kind of sit there, pull out a pen and paper, and vape.
Jogging notes.
Take some notes, and just make sure that you know I'm watching you, and it's just, one of these, just,
You gonna use it later against me or something?
Just to make sure he's learning something new.
I would literally photocopy
What the
Is she
fuck?
gonna fuck him in the ass?
and leave it in your mailbox. I would leave all the notes in your mailbox.
Jim, here comes the strap on.
Just like a little note on there. Nice stroke.
Yeah.
There was this one. It wasn't necessarily a
Good
weird.
job keeping your arch.
It wasn't necessarily a weird place, but like a weird situation. I was at this dude's house, and he had like this big dog, and we ended up like fucking on the floor, and his dog, like I'm on the floor, and like he's on top, and like the dog is like hovering above me, staring at me. And I'm looking at him, like
Can you go away?
judging me.
He's trying to figure out if you're okay or not.
But yeah, he's just like, sitting there,
up,
looking
dog?
at me.
At least you didn't get the cold nose. When you're on top, and that happened to me once. I was on top of this girl, and like she didn't warn me she had a dog either. That was the best part. That was the best fucking part, because here I am trying to do my thing, and then I just get that cold nose like right in my ass crack, and I'm like, yeah, and she took that as a sign to like really start like getting crazy with it, and I'm just like, stop, something fucking touched my ass. It's in a jet black like pitch dark room, and I turn on the light to find her dog just on the bed like, hey, what's up? Yeah, it was me. Hey.
Weirdest place, sir.
Fucking weirdest place. Oh man. Good God,
You're
what
not gonna
would the
fucking
weirdest
believe
place
it when I
be?
say
Oh my
it.
God.
Oh, okay.
You're not.
So fucking, like, I gotta think about this one. I'd have to say in the middle of a family reunion, that was really weird. Like, we just kind of went to the next shelter.
Please say it was a girlfriend.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, good.
Thank God.
It was. I went to her family reunion. And, yeah, and she's
Now,
like...
if this was in Alabama,
Yeah.
we would have to elaborate
Yeah, like
further.
the whole time we were sitting there trying to eat, and she's trying to introduce me to the family. People were coming up at this picnic table, and under the table, she just like kept grabbing at me, and like doing like little subtle pulls over the pants and the tug, and just kind of, one of those things. And I'm like, I know you can't see it, but she's like rubbing on it, playing with it, shit like that. And I was like, you gotta stop. You're introducing me to like 90% of your fucking family, and I'm not gonna remember a soul, like, this is ridiculous. And next thing you know, like, she got the bright idea of, hey, let's go over here and act like we're gonna go through the woods. There's a shelter over there, we can just fuck in there. And I was like, cool, okay, let's
Bye,
fix
Grandma.
this. Yeah, I was like, let's fix this because you're being a dick. And, well, we go in there, and it was fucking hilarious because the way we're positioned is she's on top of me on a picnic table, and she's facing the door. So all I can see is her back. And I noticed the room got brighter, and I'm like, what the fuck is, who opened the door? Is all I said. And she goes, hi, Uncle Tom. And I'm like, do what? And I just hear, oh, you kids have fun, and the door goes back. It gets dark in there again. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? It was weird. That happened 3 times. Same uncle.
What the You didn't get the message the first time or the second time.
I think Uncle was
check it
supposed to
out.
try to get a piece.
Yeah, and
my
that's
God.
when I kind of like got the theory, and I kind of, after the family reunion on the way home, because it happened out of town, I kept like bringing up, why the fuck did your uncle like walk in on us 3 or 4 times straight? Like, is he trying to fuck you? Like, and then she got shitty about it, and next thing you know, I'm single.
Well, yeah, 'cause, like, you caught on.
I'd say weirdest place for me is either Eastwood or church parking lot. I've already mentioned this, I think, several times in the show, but just as a follow-up to that. Church parking lot, tried to see how fast she could get me off with a blowjob. 4 minutes, apparently. And then Eastwood.
She obviously could not pull Laffy Taffy through a straw.
What?
Huh?
Oh.
Don't worry about
At Eastwood, I was going at it on the playground, and this other couple walks up because they were also going to be doing it, and we're like, hey. Resume.
You guys want to have a noise contest?
Oh.
I've done that before. Where people
wait,
can
wait.
hear through the walls. Yeah, where people can hear each other through the walls, and you start trying to out loud the other couple.
I did
Yeah,
that before.
I've done
I
that
won.
once.
No, I did. No, wait. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, we won.
I've also done the whole weird thing where when my sister lives here, like my walls back there are paper thin, and I can hear everything you guys do in the separate room. So I did the weird thing of starting to commentate what she's doing with her boyfriend in the next room. Yeah, and that was hilarious because they took it as encouragement.
Oh no. Hello, sir.
Hi. You're not gonna fucking believe it.
All right, say it.
Behind a fucking Cedar Point concession stand.
Yes, he's done the Cedar Point concession stand. We have a champ.
How did it get to this point?
It wasn't. That's just where I got the name for it. No, it was this chick from high school, and we just went out there one night. And she's like, for whatever reason, she was like fucking wound up. I don't know what the deal was, but she's like, I see her looking around, and she looks at me and she goes, "Well, shit, it'll do." Her exact words. "Well, shit, it'll do."
That's when you know you've won.
Kind of. I'm like, all right, okay, then I guess this is how I'm spending the rest of my life. And no, she pulls me behind a concession stand in a spot where there's not really a whole lot of people. And
not a whole lot of people. I'm pretty sure some people got an eyeful and thought, "Damn, I want to ride that."
Yeah, so
Quick and straight.
No. It was it wasn't so much as that. It was I got a tiger at an amusement park.
We love you. You're loved.
Yeah, it wasn't. Now, if it was deserted, I'm probably sure I would have struck oil, but no, it was just a tugger.
I'm gonna call this episode Uncle Tom.
Which is like, at that point, I was like,
All right.
like I was just like, oh, hi.
Hi, I'm Dr. Steve Braun.
The worst part is, the only reason I'm saying this because I know it'll be funny, is that after it was all done, I just go, thank you. And we never spoke again.
Oh shit.
And then you were single.
That's like my catchphrase. That is my entire catchphrase on life. Had a girlfriend, what happened? And I'm single. 5 seconds later, single.
Well, obviously this episode went with sex stories, so I'm gonna go with worst time.
Oh my god.
Please don't mention me. Please don't mention me.
Wait a minute.
I don't know, it might involve me. I've had a few moments.
Hi, my name's Nick, and I walked into a room naked one time, and I heard I made you cry.
I don't know why you think that. You didn't make me cry.
I don't think that. I hear other people say that.
You did not make me cry.
Okay.
It looked like you were crying. Yes, you can hit that. Giggity.
All right, worst time.
You may have
Thank
to,
you for giving her permission to make me feel things again.
Get the strap on. You said make you feel things again. I thought butt stuff.
Shit, like I can't think of it's hard telling.
That gives me two options. You've either had too many or not enough to know.
I mean, most of them I can't think of. Like I've not necessarily had a bad time with anybody.
I always know when I do terrible because the first thing I do is I roll off of whatever surface we happen to be on, and I'm just like, "Hey, you need juice? You need some juice? I'm thirsty. You need juice? Come, I'm getting juice. You want something to drink? Anything?"
I mean, like, I know it's been said before, but a lot of people like to equate sex to pizza. When you have it, it's good, and even when it's bad, it's still pretty good. So.
But there's one standout time that just has to be that bad that you have to mention it.
Unless you're big toe in the ass guy.
What?
Unless you're big toe in the ass guy, then you're only having bad times.
If not, then you can skip.
Just come back to me.
Okay.
Okay. Because I've got one.
Worst. One that just stands out.
Oh yeah, this one's like a sore fucking thumb.
Or a sore
sexual
fucking
history.
toe, apparently.
Oh my god. There was one girl that I was hanging out with for a while. We hit it off pretty well.
We called him.
And it started building on itself. Well, we ended up, the first time we fucked was in Cobalt's basement, and it's like pitch black down there in the right setting, so didn't really notice anything wrong. It's cool. Everything went fine.
I know what this one is.
And then a few months later, I'm at house arrest, and she comes by to give me the conjugal visit, I guess. And we start fooling around, and then she's like, she just lays back, starts letting me do what I want, and I'm like, cool, and then I start realizing there's these lifeless fucking eyes staring back at me, no reaction. She's not like moving or nothing, not making any noise. And I'm just like staring at her for a second. I'm like, you gonna do something here? Like, make a noise, something, like at least that feels good, something. She's like, no, keep going. And I'm like, okay, so I went a little further, and Like, that is the first time in my life, and the only time in my life I've ever
dead
had...
fished?
Like, I had to fake an orgasm. Yeah, I totally got dead fished. Like, I had to kick her out, too, afterwards. Like, it was that bad to me. And I'm just sitting there, like, thinking, am I that terrible of a fucking way that she don't react to it? Because first time was it was pretty good, you know? Like, what the fuck? And then she came back, like, a couple weeks later. We tried again. And I realized that's just how she is. And I'm like, fuck this. And right in the middle of it, I literally just pulled out over, and I'm like, fuck this. And she goes, what? And I'm like, I'm just going to cut a hole in the pillow, and I'll have a better time. Get the fuck out. Like,
Oh, shit. I was held at
terrible.
gunpoint.
I know that story.
Yep. I'm not going to mention any names, Cobell. But,
Now it's not
pretty
a
much
name.
he didn't want to do her. So he's like, want to hang
He
out?
did do her later. All it took was enough.
Story time!
All it took was enough Jägermeister with her mom. We got
What?
drunk with her mom.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
names.
your mom rented this motel room, and it was right off the pool.
Yeah. And you fucking pissed in a fake plant.
Yes, I did. I pissed on Cobell's best friend Bob, and I am proud of it.
Long story short, I didn't want to do it. He held me at gunpoint, which I found out was not loaded. And I was soft about 5 minutes in, and I'm like, I can't even fucking do this.
But no,
She's like, I had a good time. Like,
he got super drunk,
I fucking hate you, Cobell.
and he passed out in the back seat of this car.
Oh my god.
And I remember it because Kylie Hill was hitting on me pretty hard. I was like, okay.
Fucking name drop everybody.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I could ride home, you know, I'm fine. You know, I just don't want to vomit.
Let me stop you right there. Kylie Hill. Kylie blonde?
Yes.
I haven't seen her in like ages.
That's my cousin.
But
Okay.
yeah, just to
Oh,
give a
no.
rundown.
Oh no.
A rundown.
No,
Just to give you a
I, just,
rundown.
like, I think I know her.
We had Jägermeister.
You gave a look like.
Yeah. We had Jägermeister.
I can count the women
Her
I've been
mom-
with on one hand. All right.
Her mom had Captain
I
Morgan.
tend to settle.
And then we had Wild Irish Rose. And we had
Oh boy.
Dark Ice Vodka. And these are all half-gallon increments, too. And we had 3 or 4, I think we had an Everclear bottle and a bottle of 151 rum in a fifth. And we poured that all into one giant punch bowl and stirred it. And we just started serving it. And we were drinking the Jägermeister's Chaser because that was so fucking alcoholic.
Oh god.
So that's how we got this drunk.
You call that the bad time, Jace.
Yeah, so the same girl in your story is driving. I'm getting hit on, but I don't want to vomit because I've drank more alcohol I've ever drunk in my life that night. And Cobell is dead asleep in the back seat, snoring away. And then out of nowhere, we pull off the road into some wooded lot, and she looks at me and she goes, I want to fuck your friend back there. And I went, well, who's stopping you? And she goes, well, I don't want to be called out on rape. And I went, have you ever in your life heard a man yell, stop sucking my dick or I'm calling the cops? And she responded with no. So I said, then what's the problem? So we all got out of the car and let them kind of start their thing. And yeah, Cobell fucked the hell out of her. We were there for a good hour.
What were you doing?
I was sitting on the car hood trying not to vomit. And I did
Corey.
3 times.
I fucking hate
Not
you.
because of what was happening, but because I drank like 7 different liquors mixed
Trying to
into
figure
one
out what
punch
happened
bowl.
to not name
Chasing
dropping.
it with...
We name dropped the same man like 5 times now. And then you just straight mentioned.
I don't give a fuck about Corey. Fuck you,
Her
Corey.
cousin was
Fuck
there.
you, sir.
But
I hate
it
you.
was-
I hate you.
He doesn't hate all the Corys.
It was
just a
fucking
particular
insane
one.
because here's where it gets even better. We all get dropped off, and I get
Wait,
a
it
phone
gets
call.
better?
Yeah, I get a phone call at about, say about 9 in the morning. I got a phone call, and Cobell's like, how the hell did I get home?
Oh god.
And I was like, well, what do you remember? He's like, I remember crying over you pissing on my plant. And I was like, yeah, you cried over me pissing on Bob. I remember that. And I was like, but yeah, you fucked somebody last night, dude. And he's like, who'd you hook me up with? And he's getting all giddy. And I'm like, well, I told you by the end of the night you'd get laid if you went. But I didn't say by who. And I mentioned her name. And I heard the loudest, deafening no, and then a click.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and from that day forward, he will not let you mention Jägermeister to him.
I'm gonna fucking mention it every time now. Every time I'll be like, "How's that Jaeger coming?"
He blames Jägermeister for all that. When it was probably the fact that we mixed 7 different alcohols into one punch bowl and chased it with Jaeger.
Well, sir, do you have any worse times?
Yeah, actually I do. Fuck, is that? Yeah. I'm just gonna say this. Thank Christ I had a condom on.
What? All right.
Second girl I ever dated, like, we were over at her place, and she looks at me and she goes, "Is there anything you've ever wanted to try?" And my first thought was, okay, well, every guy's always like, "Hey, let's try anal." So I go, anal? I was very nervous. This is only the second girl I've ever been with.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Oh, okay." Like, immediately. Like, it didn't stop till she's like, "Okay, cool." So, you know, I go to wrap it up and we get to it. And I kind of noticed there's like, it's like kind of like weird resistance.
It's an asshole.
Well, no, I mean, like, weird. No, like I lubed up pretty good.
Oh,
like, naturally, like, I knew that much.
Oh no.
But still, like,
Oh no!
and
Shit, pickle.
like, I'm looking at her and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, what?" And I'm like, "Something's not right back here." She's like, "What do you mean? I feel fine." And I'm like, "Hold on." And
Oh no!
I unsheath. And I look down.
Finish it. Finish your story.
Give me a fucking...
I unsheathed and I looked down. What the fuck?
And I appear to have fudge-sickled myself.
Was there corn in it?
No!
You got the good old shit pickle.
I remember, because if I recall, I then screamed very loudly.
Just some sound advice out there to anyone,
Fucking wipe.
male or female, trying anal. Yes, do fucking wipe, but
Or
You-
go
you
to the
gotta-
bathroom beforehand.
yeah, you gotta shit before that. That's
You gotta do shit.
yeah, you gotta literally shit before that. Like, we
crying.
Right after
don't want to
that,
hit an iceberg.
What the fuck?
I took like a 45-minute shower. Simply so I could just be like, clean! Let's be clean! Pure!
Oh my god.
She's like, "You ready for the strap on?"
No! No, I am not, madam!
Terry.
There's nothing that I can say. That could top it. Yeah.
So basically, if it's bad, she makes it good. Good job, you're a trooper.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cut it off here.
Wait, no, hold on. No, you can't yet.
Why?
Because I have one question to ask you.
What?
And this is the question I've been saving until you had me on your podcast for the first time. Thank you, by the way. Are traps gay?
Or what?
Are traps gay?
What are you talking? What?
That's the question. Are
Are
traps gay?
Why?
Are traps gay?
Why? Like,
Because-
I don't know.
Because I'm asking you the question. It's a simple yes or
Are
no.
traps gay?
Are traps gay?
No.
Good.
I don't get it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You know what a trap is, right?
A trap? Like a bear trap?
No.
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 Oh my god, you sweet summer child.
What the fuck is a
Before
trap?
we go any further, you gave the correct answer, by the way.
Yeah.
All right.
If the penis is feminine, it's not gay.
What is a trap? I'm a little stupid right now. Oh, don't Google it. Oh, God,
I think
here
a lot
we
of people
go.
would find the term trap offensive anyways.
Yeah, they would.
I don't even know. Like,
I
thought of a bear
somebody
trap.
that identifies as a woman and like they may or may not say anything about that and like take them home and turns out that they have a penis.
oh, oh, if they don't say anything, is it gay? Or if they...
Them themselves.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, I guess modern term for gay is same sex, right? Physically, or
Yeah.
is it an emotional thing?
No. So I'm asking
don't
you.
know.
Now that you know what traps are, is it gay?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Okay.
That's
Well, here's where I'm going to end the podcast now. Thank you, everybody, for being on this wonderful episode about
I'll
sex
be back.
stories.
You can't get rid of me.
Oh my
You
god!
can see your friend here, Nick, play some Tabletop Chronicles with us when that
Yeah.
gets posted.
Oh yes, what was your channel again, sir?
Tabletop Chronicles on
All right.
YouTube. Very searchable.
I'll put the link in the description and stuff.
God, I hope you do. I will hit you.
Oh, please don't. Not with the strap on.
I will make you listen. I will make you listen to the tale of the accidental fudge sickle again.
Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Later.